The video documents an extremely serious industrial incident where a worker was operating near the unguarded intake of a massive grinding or shredding machine. The worker lost balance and fell directly into the operating machine cavity, where powerful cutting and crushing components were active. This catastrophic event created an immediate and extreme crushing hazard. This serves as a critical warning that mandatory safety protocols strictly demand robust guarding, secure covers, and high rails around all intake points of large processing machinery. It emphasizes the absolute necessity of strict adherence to fall protection procedures and maintaining a safe distance from all hazardous machine openings to prevent devastating entrapment and impact incidents. The video captures a critically dangerous incident where a pickup truck and a forklift are connected. Suddenly, the forklift unexpectedly rolls or backs up due to loss of control. A worker attempts to physically stop the heavy machinery, but is overwhelmed by the forklift's force, causing the worker to be pinned and crushed between the reversing forklift and a stationary car. This event created a severe crush and kinetic impact hazard. This serves as a critical warning that mandatory safety protocols strictly demand the proper chocking or securing of all vehicles and equipment to prevent unintended movement, especially when connected. It emphasizes the absolute necessity of never physically attempting to stop heavy, uncontrolled machinery and maintaining a safe exclusion zone around equipment with the potential for uncontrolled motion to prevent catastrophic crush injuries. The footage shows workers erecting or positioning large, standing panels. As the workers turn to continue the process, the previously placed large panel, which was not securely braced or stabilized, suddenly lost integrity and violently fell backward, striking a worker with considerable force. This event created a severe kinetic impact and crush hazard from the heavy, unstable load. This serves as a critical warning that mandatory safety protocols strictly demand the robust bracing, clamping, or securing of all large, standing materials immediately upon placement. It emphasizes the absolute necessity of strict adherence to stability procedures and never turning one's back on an unsecured load to prevent catastrophic struck-by injuries from falling slabs. The footage shows a worker operating or standing directly beneath the path of a heavy load being transported by an overhead crane. Suddenly, the suspended load became unstable, began to swing, and the lifting cable or strap failed, causing the heavy material to fall rapidly and forcefully strike the worker. This catastrophic event created an immediate and extreme crush and blunt impact hazard from the heavy falling load. This serves as a critical warning that mandatory safety protocols strictly demand rigorous inspection of all lifting gear before every lift and prohibit anyone from standing or walking directly beneath a suspended load. It emphasizes the absolute necessity of strict adherence to exclusion zones and proper load securement and balancing techniques to prevent devastating struck-by injuries and catastrophic equipment failure. The footage shows a group of riders on a spinning or centrifugal attraction. Suddenly, the safety restraints or locking mechanisms unexpectedly disengage or fail, causing the riders to be unsecured and violently displaced from their seats while the ride is in motion. This catastrophic event created an immediate and extreme fall and kinetic impact hazard. This serves as a critical warning that mandatory safety protocols strictly demand rigorous pre-ride inspection of all restraint systems by certified personnel before every cycle. It emphasizes the absolute necessity of strict adherence to maintenance schedules and operational checks to ensure all safety devices are fully functional and locked, preventing catastrophic rider displacement and severe injury. The footage shows a worker positioned near an active production area, specifically close to a rotating axle or large rolling component. Suddenly, the heavy rolling part or wheel became detached or unstable and unexpectedly fell, causing it to strike the worker with significant force. This incident created a severe blunt force impact and crush hazard from the heavy, runaway machinery component. This serves as a critical warning that mandatory safety protocols strictly demand the secure mounting and regular inspection of all rotating parts and machinery components. It emphasizes the absolute necessity of maintaining a safe distance from all equipment capable of unexpected movement or failure, and never sitting or standing near potential fall paths of heavy machine parts to prevent catastrophic struck-by injuries. The footage shows workers operating the equipment when one worker entered the machine's operational envelope to perform a task or adjustment. The machine cycle then activated or completed its descent to its fixed position, causing the moving component to strike the worker. This event created a severe crush and pinch point hazard. Fortunately, co-workers immediately reacted and provided assistance. This serves as a critical warning that mandatory safety protocols strictly demand the use of lockout, tagout procedures before any employee places their body near an active machine part. It emphasizes the absolute necessity of strict adherence to machine guarding and safety zones to prevent catastrophic impact injuries. The footage shows a worker operating in close proximity to the rapidly spinning chuck or spindle of a lathe machine. Suddenly, loose clothing or a part of the worker's garment was caught by the rotating components and quickly pulled the worker toward the axis. This catastrophic event created an immediate and extreme entanglement and crushing hazard due to the powerful twisting and pulling force of the machinery. This serves as a critical warning that mandatory safety protocols strictly prohibit wearing loose clothing, jewelry, or long, unsecured hair near rotating machinery. It emphasizes the absolute necessity of strict adherence to lockout, tugout procedures for any maintenance or adjustment tasks and maintaining a safe distance from all operating components to prevent devastating entanglement injuries. The footage shows the driver raising the truck bed to discharge bulk material. Suddenly, the entire truck and its payload lost stability and violently rolled onto its side. This catastrophic failure created an immediate and extreme crush hazard from the heavy load and the overturning vehicle. This serves as a critical warning that mandatory safety protocols strictly demand pre-operation checks for ground stability and levelness before tipping. It emphasizes the absolute necessity of strict adherence to safe dumping procedures, avoiding uneven or unstable surfaces, and never tipping when the load is known to be unbalanced to prevent devastating vehicle rollovers. The footage shows a worker opening a bay door or standing at the entrance as a vehicle begins to move forward. Suddenly, the driver loses control of the car, causing the vehicle to accelerate rapidly and violently collide with the worker. This event created a severe kinetic impact and crush hazard. This serves as a critical warning that mandatory safety protocols strictly demand clear communication and control when moving vehicles in workshops. It emphasizes the absolute necessity of strict adherence to safety procedures, such as ensuring all pathways are clear, using a designated spotter, and never standing in the direct path of a moving vehicle to prevent catastrophic struck-by injuries.